Welcome back to another episode of Deeper Than Sports. I am Big E, one of the hosts. I got CB with me. What's going on, CB?
What up, baby? What's good?
And today we have a very special one, guys. We have none other than the one and only Terna Nande joining us, former football phenom, turned into businessman, turned into salesman. Turner, we just wanted to welcome you and, man, give you a chance to talk to us a little bit about family, career, everything that you got going on recently, man. Just kind of catch us up and just say what up, man. It's been a while since we kicked it with you, man. So we glad to have you, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Excited to be on here, man. I feel like we back at Fridays, you know?
Right.
Like we used to do. So,
right.
Hey, I'm, like I told y'all before, man, honored to share this platform with y'all and happy to answer any questions and to help out however I can.
Okay.
Good, bro. So, man, I wanted, today, the Pro Bowl on today, man. And, we old school guys, man. And I definitely want to throw in that, man. What's y'all thoughts on that, man? The flag football stuff, man. What's going on, man? T, what's your opinion on that, bro? Especially you play linebacker, so flag football ain't gonna help you, you know.
Nah. 7-on-7 don't help me. Y'all boys know I was coming downhill, but the flag football thing, I think the NFL had to make this adjustment just simply because they were going to get low participation if they didn't. The guys in this era are more business minded, meaning that they're going to want to preserve their career because you get hurt in one of these Pro Bowl games, then that affects your livelihood moving forward, your contracts. Running backs, for example, is one of those positions that's getting phased out right now because they're like, okay, your shelf life is 30 years old, and once you hit 30, we starting to look for the next best thing. So I think me personally, I like because we grew up on the best have to compete. But at the same time, I can't be mad at how the NFL has pivoted, especially with, the recent developments of CTE, the injuries that guys are sustaining because, guys are just bigger, stronger, faster, the longer NFL schedule. It all goes into like, these guys don't have the off season like they used to be able to like really heal up and come back, 100%.
That's a great answer, bro.
I would agree with that. I say, man, NFL was trying to go from collision into just contact. You know what I'm saying? Before it was all about those big collisions, those big hits, jacked up and all those type of things. But the less collisions, the less miles that you put on your body for exhibition type of things, I think they kind of moved towards that. And nobody was watching it, man. Like nobody wants to see guys play football and not play football. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy they kind of went away with it. Even though it's flag and all these other gimmicky games, it's cool to see the athletes kind of show their athleticism in other ways.
That's true. So T and E, do you think we are ever in the game of football? Do you think we'll ever get back to what it was in the 90s and the 80s with the collision?
No, I don't think so. Me personally, working in technology, I see a shift in how they want to respond to, like I said, player safety and, trying to infuse more technology and analytics in trying to understand like, guys' health, how to train better, how to recover better. So I don't necessarily like the NFL is a big juggernaut and it's a big money maker. And it's only going to make money if it can survive. And it's not going to survive if people who are former athletes can't walk or, what I'm saying, like they have, severe mental issues or cognitive issues. That's going to bode like bad for the NFL.
Okay, that's true.
I agree with that too, CB. It's over with, man. We'll never see what we grew up on. Like, just for instance, like when you guys were chomping at the bit to be in the league, bro, 2-a-days was a real thing. You get what I'm saying? Two padded practices a day. Like, just things are just different now. God, you know what I mean? And I can't put it on the guys, but just the world is different. How we view, like Turner said, the analytics of the game and the technology that goes into the brain studies and the body study, you know what I mean? So I think we won't see that physicality ever again, but it's also better for the players that's involved in the game.
So my thing for Turner and then E, you could branch off on this too though. So we already know things in football, especially football, is moving parts, right? So what's next though? So that's what I'm saying. What's next? So we're getting away from the collision sport. So like for example, we got flag football and Pro Bowl. Okay, how does that benefit O-line, D-line? So 10 years later, what is it gonna be?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like what's next?
What's next is that, you know, that's for the NFL to answer, right? You know what I'm saying? The NFL has to continuously evolve, right? And add different components to keep people engaged, right? You know, you can't keep doing the same thing, even though, you know, most people love that this is a gladiator sport, but you got to involve, meaning that you got to continuously be innovative, inject new things to get viewers to be like, to tune in and watch every single week. I mean, look, you added an extra game. I think they've done a lot of innovation by trying to get folks up in NFL Europe to be a part of this. I mean, you play in the NFL Europe, CB. You know, you wouldn't consider that game the same as what we're doing right now in the NFL, right? So they're bringing the NFL to their doorstep and allowing them to be fans, consumers of the brand, right? Now you're expanding your audience, right? You're expanding your base. You're also, I believe, you talked about positions. I think they're going to do more, right? You know, they got this big campaign for NFL Africa, right? Now you take the game to Africa and some of these other countries, you know, that weren't necessarily targeted, you know, like the Europe. You know, you take these because that's where you're finding your athletes. You're finding your Mabikes and Osa. You know, he's a dope linebacker to me from Cleveland. Yeah, he a monster. You know, and you're finding these guys through your NFL program. So I think that's the NFL, the next step in the innovation of like growing the game.
Nice.
Well, I think, let me add on that real quick, CB, is that I think one good thing about the NFL, they only have to worry about this for one weekend right now. Only thing they got to try to is kind of gimmicky or get through is the Pro Bowl weekend. Every Sunday is still, you know what I mean? Every Sunday is every Sunday. That hit every Sunday, Thursday, and Mondays, you know what I mean? So it's just a Pro Bowl to me that they kind of got to figure out or how they kind of address giving the accolades for the Pro Bowl. But it's still people tuning in because it is all these different things and different ways we get to view our athletes.
Exactly. So T, you talked about NFL Africa, man, and you know I haven't heard it. So could you expand on more of that? What is that and how that's going to help?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the little bit that I know, CB and E, is that, you know, the NFL is making a big push to go and recruit athletes from everywhere. Wherever these athletes are, you know, they're going to recruit it. And as you know, what I mean, when I first came into the league, you know, it was probably like, you know, you've probably heard of the original Nigerian Nightmare, you know what I'm saying, the Christian Okoye. And you ain't have too many representations of Nigerians, right? Now, you know what I mean, like they're seeing that, you know, these pure athletes, these developed guys that just, you know, are naturally big, strong, fast, freaks of natures, like, you know, but smart. We can, King, come on, man. I'm live, baby.
What's up, King, baby?
It's all good,
What's going
bro.
on, man?
Hey, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know,
I already know.
That's what it's about, family, bro.
What's up, baby?
Hey, say hi, CB. Say hi.
What's up, man?
Say hi, Eric.
I am.
Eric. All right, man. Hey, can you go in your room for some quiet time, please? Thank you.
I want to take off.
Hey, I apologize.
It's all good.
But
that's
yeah,
what it's about. T, the family, man. This the real deal right there.
Oh, this is the real me. Hey, this what y'all wanted, man. So you know, hey, you know, you're gonna get all of it. You're gonna get all of it, right?
There we go.
But back to what I was saying though, like, you know, really, you know, you're finding these hidden gems, you know, in these countries, right? You know what I mean? Because you know, even in the United States, man, the biggest like you know, knock on the NFL is that, oh man, you know, I don't want my kids to play anymore because, all the brain damage and stuff like that. Well, guess what? You got some people in these other countries that's hungry. Give me an opportunity, right? Yeah. If they don't want it, give me that opportunity. I'll take it.
And they've also got to have all the wear and tear, T. Like, you know how we grew up playing football from 7, 8 years all the way up.
Yeah.
It's a chance for concussions and, you know what I mean, kind of destroying your body before you even develop it. Like you saying, they have no bad habits. They have not took a hit, given a hit. They ready and they primed and ready to go, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
That, bro. It makes me think of the NBA, bro. Like, these talent scouts, they get talent all across the country, bro. Like, NBA been ahead of the game in regards to that, bro. So I love that, man. I love that, just to be expand that and just give guys an opportunity to play at the next level. So that's huge, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I like I said, we keep asking what's next, man, and the NFL keeps surprising us, right? You know what I'm saying? They keep surprising us, and I think they're gonna continue to surprise us because the more money that keeps getting generated with this game, the more the NFL is like, man, we really want to be that #1 sport, right? Because right now, soccer, let's face it, man, we don't like to admit it in America, but soccer is that #1 sport. Ain't nobody touching the Messis and the Ronaldos of the world. You know what I mean? Like they got true fan bases, right? You know what I mean? Whereas, football right now is just a popular American sport, but I think it's going to continue to grow with the expansion of flag football that get people just loving the game and then eventually, tackle football.
Nice. Yeah, that's 100. What you got, E?
All right, T, how did you use all these relationships, man? Let's speak to that a little bit. Some of the relationships you built as being a college All-American and being a draftee into the NFL. How did you build or use some of those relationships and translate that into your career path?
Oh, man, great question. Great question, E. I always say this to people, man. I say, having good relationships are a byproduct of my success, right? So being able to know people, right, and being able to talk to people and get out your comfort zone, and then be able to deploy them people as your resource, right? Like if I know E and E owns a business and CB, who I also don't know E, but I know CB and I'm cool with CB, but there could be some synergy between CB and E and they just don't know it. Well, look, I'm the conduit, right? I just introduce y'all and then it comes back around to me when I need it, right? Because now I done did E is solid, I done did CB is solid, and then when it's time for me to get mines, then y'all be like, okay, look, T, wholeheartedly gave me this situation. It worked out, and now if I could do whatever for T, I'll do the same thing. It works the same way in business, man. I just I talk to people. I try to be myself. I try to honestly go in there and look at how I could be a value add and help. And what I'm saying, I let the rest fall, so sometimes it don't, the relationship might just be, man, we cool. We go and have a drink or grab some lunch and there nothing falls out of it. But then 5 years from now, hey, who you thinking about when you thinking about hey, man, T, he used to sell life insurance or, he sell, that's how it works out. So
that's what's up. That's 100. And I was thinking, T, from career standpoint, could you let us know what you do in your career?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I work for a major healthcare company / technology company. What I do is I work with a lot of these hospitals in the Mid-Atlantic, and these big organizations have this what they call revenue cycle. I sell them the technology to be able to help them with their reimbursements. So, just kind of getting a little bit more in the weeds. What I do is I give, for example, E knows a big hospital like Spectrum. I would go in there and I would basically sell them the tools that they need so that they can get paid faster. They can better serve their patients, right? And not delay any type of care. And then ultimately, fix some of these broken processes that they have because, a lot of these hospitals have not changed their workflow or have not been able to get up to speed on certain technology that's out there, and that's what I do. I come in there and I help fix those broken pieces or fill in those gaps that they may have, so that they essentially work properly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I love it. T, now, are you working directly with like CEOs of the hospitals, or you get more into the meats and potatoes of it? Are you working with like nursing staff and clinical staff on how to upgrade systems and of that nature?
Ooh, I know you know that part. Yeah. So I do it all, man. So basically I work, with sales, you have to go where the business take you. So I'm again back to those relationships. I might build a champion at that lower level in mid management, right? A director of revenue cycle who's going to get me in touch with somebody in the C-suite who's ultimately the decision maker. So I may talk to that person. That person is giving me he's arming me with everything I need to know. So I'm prepared when I get that shot with the C-suite. Then I'm coming in with all your pain points, all your challenges. I know what's going on, and I know how I can help you. And I think it lands better with them because they're able to understand. Okay, yeah, we do have a problem here, and I didn't even know this tool existed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, nice. So T, what's some challenges you face in regards of your career and in regards of sales? I know you face some challenges and different things in that. So
Oh yeah, sales is a very volatile industry. It's up and down, right? And early on, I faced a lot of challenges just because the way I look, how I was built, because I come into a room, I don't look like everybody else, right? And then on top of that, like I'm bigger than everybody else, so they all looking at me like, like who is this guy? Is he gonna sell me something, or he gonna tackle me? They don't know. So I use my football background actually as a way to disarm and break the ice with some of these people, right? And then get them to turn down their guards, and then we can have a true conversation. And then once they get to like me, they buy from people who they like. And that's my goal, is to fight through all of that adversity and try to get them to see the bigger picture.
Okay. Do you come across a lot of athletes in your field, T?
Yeah, I do. I actually do. Sales is a very competitive industry, and so naturally they want the ultimate competitors, right? And athletes. So they know athletes have the discipline, the mindset, they're mission focused, they're goal oriented, and they know exactly what they want, right? So they know how to see a challenge, and they know how to meet that challenge head on. And so typically, you get a lot of these athletes who want to be able to create the type of wealth or type of income that they want, and that's how sales are, man. Sales, you get to honestly choose how much you want to make depending on how hard you work.
Okay.
All that. So T, I want to dial back a little bit in memory lane for you, man. How was it the night when you got drafted 5th round to the Tennessee Titans? What was that feeling?
Oh my God. I felt like I made it, man. I finally did what my parents, what we all dreamed about doing since we played at Seaman King Park. This was the dream. This was the goal, right? To do the impossible. I mean, we've been making history. That was our motto since high school, right? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We were the first high school team to go, public high school team to go to the state finals. We've been doing this. We know how to win. So like for me, it was just like a dream come true, because y'all know that my family immigrating to the United States, man, it's the most important thing for me. And I with them, I got purpose early on. And so to be able to say, okay, I could breathe a little bit easy because I could take care of my family in some way, shape, or form. At 22 years old, I think it made me feel good, and it brought me a little peace.
No, that's sweet. Coming full circle to that, you being a father now, T, and being a husband. How has that been for you, man? Speak to how old are your kids and how's that been for you?
Yeah, man. Hey, fatherhood is awesome, man. A lot of people say, man, fatherhood is challenging, but I think fatherhood is whatever you make it, right? Yeah. Nobody is going to be perfect at it, right? Mm-hmm. I just go about it as, okay, how did I want to be treated by my parents when I was younger, right? Yeah. And what did I miss out on? Or what could have my parents have done to better prepare me for the world? And these are the questions that I'm constantly asking myself as I try to prepare my kids. Because if I don't do anything else in my life, man, they're gonna be my legacy, right? Yeah. If you don't gotta remember me for the bench press or, going to the NFL, any of that stuff. Right. But my kids are gonna carry on the tradition of being a Nande and, growing up to be productive citizens and human beings, man, and possibly go on to change the world. And me having a small hand in doing that and shaping their lives. I mean, how can you not be excited about that? Right. You've been through it. CB, you've been through it a few times.
Still going through it right now.
A little bit. I should be asking you that question, right?
Exactly. Exactly. And for you, bro, it's like, and this is for us as well too. You're career oriented, you married, you got 2 little ones. How do you find balance and all that to be the best version of yourself?
Yeah.
For me, man, it's tough.
Yeah, and let me go back because I don't think I really truly answered each question. So my 2 kids, I have an older daughter. Her name is Kinsley. She's 8, or she will be 8 on the 23rd of this month. My son, he is 5. His name is Kingston, and yeah, I'm planning on having any more. But those 2 right there are my pride and joy. Yeah. But going back to your question, CB, I mean, I truly just I design my life, right? And you design your life based on the things that you wanted when you were growing up, right? You know what I mean? Like, we grew up very humble, all of us, right? We dreamed about this. We dreamed about being able to shape our own destiny, man, and being able to create the family and create some of those things that we didn't have as kids, right? And so for me to be able to say, man, look, man, I've been able to build my family in my image, special.
That is.
Yeah, that's solid. That's a solid answer, bro. You got something, E? You got something to add on that to the E?
No, that's perfect, bro. I love that, man. Go ahead, CB.
Marriage. Let's talk about marriage, man. Let's talk about your significant other, man. And it was a time and place, man. Let's keep it 110. We was playboys. And when was the time you was like, you know what? I gotta lock in. I gotta get married, bro. Like, when was that time? When was that bell ring? And then how you knew she was the one?
Yeah. Good question. So how I knew is when y'all stopped hanging out with me, for real. No, I'm just playing. But no, man, look, Kristen and I, that's my wife, we met in college, and she was one that I always chased, right? Like, I just knew, like, she was the one. But like, to CB's point, man, we weren't in the right mindset, and she knew that about me, right? I wasn't in the mind, right? I would have messed it up. If I had the opportunity with her when we first met, I would have messed it up. So, it took a lot of growing. It took a lot of me going through some things. It took a lot of me having to sit down and truly reflect on what I wanted, how I want my life to be. And like, with every single chapter of my life, when my 20s ended, I knew that I wanted to be more in my 30s, and then I wanted to be more in my 40s, and I wanted to continuously evolve to get to becoming who I truly am destined to be, right? So simply put, man, I knew she was the one, but I think I had to get myself, my mind right, and truly know that, you know, I can handle marriage, and I'm willing to put in those sacrifices, and willing to make her first, and willing to make my family to come first. And once I was ready to do that, then I said, okay, look, I'm ready to take on this challenge. And I think I'm confident that I'm not gonna mess it up.
I love it, bro. I think it's rare, man. Black men, we don't get celebrated enough for doing the right thing, bro. Not that we need celebration for that, but my hats off to you for being a, you know what I'm saying, being a father, being a husband first, bro. Taking that family dynamic serious. You get what I'm saying? Designing your life in a way where you could contribute as much as they need you to versus having to go to work and create, you know what I mean? Like being behind the eight ball. It's kind of, you put yourself ahead of the game versus starting behind like we normally do as Black men.
Right, right. And again, I learned from, you know, watching, like, y'all know our group was special, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And you know, before me it was y'all. You know, you got married before me, right? Matter of fact, you almost inspired me to pop the question in the year that I think I came to your wedding. You know what I mean? Like, it was in the works, but like it was an inspiration. And then a year before that, CB, you got married. You know what I mean? And I got the utmost respect for both of y'all on how y'all been able to conduct yourself, and the families that y'all built, and the things that y'all have done. You know what I'm saying? And the circumstances that y'all battled to be where y'all at. So, you know, I would say, like, a part of that was just, you know, like, man, T, it's got to be time. You know, you can't look, how many of these things you gonna tackle, you know?
right. Right.
You know,
Yeah.
you gotta sit down somewhere.
Yeah. Nah, man, that's 100 what y'all said though. E, just hats off for what you were saying, like celebrated, like that's something that's not celebrated. It's just not
Bro.
simplified enough, bro, in regards to that. And I look back, it's just like, man, just like where we came from, bro. Nobody, like, you know what I mean? Nobody, we didn't expect that to happen. You know what I mean? You didn't grow up, oh yeah, I'm gonna get married. You know what I mean? Chris got married, I got married, you got married, Turner got married. Like you said, it's inspiration. So I know when Chris got married, I'm like, dang, Chris got married, dog. Like, dang, you know what I mean? You be shocked. Oh yeah, man. That's one.
Domino effect.
Yeah, real talk, bro. Real talk. So T, man, I'm gonna hit you with something, man. What was we all had some hard spots in life. We all had that, and I think that's just, you know, it's a part of our journey. We all got different journeys, but we definitely hit some hard spots. What is a hardship that you hit? All right, give us an example of a hard shot you hit, and what did you do to continue to push forward?
So I'm about to hit y'all with some things that y'all never would have guessed, right? So and I don't think I told anybody other than, like, you know, people that were close to me, like my brother, maybe my father. Rube knew. But man, it was this point in time before I made the decision to, like, really up and move to Miami. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And it was 2012, and I was struggling, man. Like, I was in the insurance business, and it was my first sales job. It was all commission. I killed it the first year. Second year, man, I didn't know they had a clause in the contract that, you know, if these folks who you sold the insurance to didn't pay, all of them commissions was getting clawed back. So I was working from a deficit, you know, and I didn't want to quit because I'm not a quitter, but it got insurmountable because now I'm not making money. I had, you know, all these people who relied on me, my mother who I sent money to, my condo that I had to take care of, all of these different things that, you know, I was responsible for. And so, like, I looked at Grand Rapids, and I couldn't see myself getting out of this hole in Grand Rapids at that time. And at that time, me and my wife was truly coming together, right? So it was either like I was going to piss or get off the pot with her, you know what I mean? And one of us had to make a decision. So, I decided to make that move to Miami because I think, one, it was good for our relationships. And two, it was good for me as a Black man to leave and go and be in an environment where I could be, to E's point earlier, celebrated for who I am, right? Because you're not fighting with the lack of diversity, in your city. You're not fighting with I hate to say it, the small mind crab in a bucket, like mentality. You're around people who are akin and similar to your thinking power, right? And that's really truly how I was able to like dig my way out of that hole in 2012 to become where I am. But it was tough. It was real tough. But the one thing about me is you're never gonna see a chink in my armor. I'm always gonna play it easy, you know what I mean? But behind closed doors, man, trust me, I was grinding. I was thinking of a master plan. I was putting in these like long hours that people didn't see, right? You see the results, but you didn't see what I had to go to get this outcome.
Yeah. And that's 100 you said, bro. I remember that. I think your wife shared some stuff with Cassie, a little bit of it, bro. And you right with West Michigan, bro. It's very conservative. So everything you saying is true. And I had those thoughts too, bro. Several times. I know my wife had them several times. I know E probably had them several times as well too. And like you right, bro. The thinking is very small minded here. It's not a lot of us that look like us, that's in control, that's in power, that can look out for you, or that can say, hey man, come try this with me. I'm gonna look out for you. It's not a lot of that here, bro. So in West Michigan, it's really getting out of the mud here, bro. Mm-hmm. It's really not for real, bro. It's really so. Trust me, I totally understand. I understand what you're saying, bro. That's
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, and hats off to you and E and Rue. Y'all stuck it out, man. To me, y'all Titans. Y'all, I just want to build for that. You know what I mean? Like we seen me and UCB have seen too much. We went around the world, man. I played in so many cities that, you know what I mean? Like, again, I'm gonna keep using this word because I love how E said it, man, where you're celebrated, man. You're not tolerated. You're celebrated for being you. You know what I mean? You're looked at. You're seen. You're not seen in Grand Rapids unless you're a certain thing. And even then, they put you in a box, right? CB can only be an athlete. Like CB ain't smarter than just an athlete. To quote LeBron, he ain't more than an athlete. Right. Turner ain't more than an athlete. You know what I mean? Like, but people have their perception and they feel comfortable with you being a certain way because that's palatable, that's digestive for them. You know what I mean? They can stomach the fact that E is an athlete, can't stomach the fact that E is an engineer or a doctor or something like respectable. From
that's perfect.
100, bro.
I like that outlook on that. T, so let's switch you back to the football, man. Is there, for one, do you have a favorite linebacker that you're watching, man, at this point in time, man? Does there anybody that reminds you of yourself, like, man, you know what, I see a lot of me in that guy?
That's a good question, man. That's a good question, man. Like I said, man, I'm a big fan of Usu over at with Cleveland. I just love, the fact that he's just smart. He's instinctual. He fly around to the ball, man. You can see that he's well prepared every single week. And he's a great athlete, and he's a little smaller, right? He's on the smaller side of being a linebacker. So, again, I felt like I was early when I came up, because I was considered a tweener, and I was 230, 235, but they was like, you're more of a safety. But I like Roquan Smith. I love all the linebackers on the 49ers. I feel like they do a great job of producing quality linebackers. So it's a lot of, young guys. I like the way that they're approaching the game. I like, how they're utilizing linebackers. It's more of a specialty position now, right? Because, you used to have like a true 4-3. Now it's like a 4-2 with a bigger rover, right?
Yeah.
You gotta know.
You gotta be able to play the middle of the field.
You gotta cover now too at backer. It ain't just coming downhill. You gotta be able to cover.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You have to be able to cover, bro.
Yeah, because you got these freaks of nature like Travis Kelce, man, that run routes like Andy 6'4", 6'5", big body. Here go number 2.
Hey.
It's only right that they both make a cameo, T.
So you might as well come and introduce yourself, man. Say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
This is Kinsley.
How you doing, Kinsley?
Good.
That's good.
Oh, now you quiet.
And I am number 1.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you.
You number 1. You got it. Can you
Can
close?
I have a snack?
Can you have a snack? Yes, you can. Close the door. Thank you.
At least she asked though.
Right.
At least she asked. My son, man, he just go help himself.
So CB, I think me and you got this in common. Like our daughters are sweethearts, man. We not gonna have to worry about them, right? We only gonna have to worry about like somebody like us, coming up and breaking their heart, right? But like from a standpoint of, man, like they gonna be loyal and they daddy's girls. That's how she is, right?
Oh, yeah, she just very, like her daughter, just like very emotional.
Yep.
Will cry in a matter of seconds.
Yep.
Very
emotional.
Yep.
But sweet as heart, very smart. And then my son, he's like the opposite, man. He's like Bart Simpson, a black Bart Simpson. He's a Sour Patch Kid. He all over the place, man. Sometimes I just be wanting that, like, tackle him, like, chill out. And he got way more energy than I am, but he remind me of me back in the day, right? Before the world beat you down and like make you kind of calm down. He's free. He's free to express himself, and he a true little guy for sure.
I knew it when he first came over here. He ain't know nobody. He went out in the back outside, went way down there, and shit. Like, yeah,
he good.
Yep, that's man too, bro. Like in the stores, I gotta talk to him, bro. Like, you gotta stay by my side, bro, because if you just run off, somebody could snatch you. Like he won't run off, but he'll run off like 10 yards and like get to doing something. Like, bro, you can't do that, bro. Like, you just can't do that. Somebody snatch you up, dude. Like, you can't do
and
that.
Then he gonna look at you, CB, he gonna be like, yeah, Dad, and then do it again.
Yeah, he's so opposite of Zaire. He going through this little phase, but he's so opposite of Zaire. Like, it's just weird how opposite they are. Like, he got a sweet side. It's more like if he your boy though, he gonna protect you. Like, you don't got nothing to worry about. You know what I mean? But he a survivor though, bro. So he a type of kid like, I'm like, hey man, I'm finna run down the street. You can stay here. And he'd be okay with staying home. But Zara wouldn't be okay. But no, Dad, he a dirthead, so he don't even
he good. I'm free. I get to do what I want.
Right.
Yeah, that's him, bro. You crazy.
No, man, that's speaking to the importance of Black fatherhood, man. Like that, us being there, being present, you know what I'm saying? Especially for them boys, like y'all saying, them Sour Patch Kids that kind of be everywhere that, they listen to mom, but, dad got to kind of give them the look or the tug or the daddy voice or whatever you got to do to get them back in line.
Oh, yeah, man, for sure, man. I mean, I done picked up a couple of tricks, man. My thing is I give my son the countdown.
Okay.
You got that. Yeah, I do that too. I do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't even start at 5, CBR. I'm at 3. and my son, no, you don't want to see that other side of me.
Yeah.
So it's 3, 2.
Yeah.
He getting in shape. So nah, but it's cool, man. Like I said, man, the fatherhood, man, is just it's every day. It's a new challenge, but it's so rewarding. It's so rewarding, man. And CB, you almost at the end of it, you know what I mean? Well, no, you kind of hit the reset button. My bad. You got so many. You done.
I'm at the end,
bro. You're at the end.
Yeah. No, T, before we let you get out of here, man, you said you're going to the Super Bowl, man. So we got to get your Super Bowl pick. Sure. Who you got, and give us a score.
Oh, I hate to say it, man. I'm a conspiracy theorist, man, but with the emergence of like Taylor Swift in the conversation with the Chiefs, I'm gonna go Chiefs, in a shootout. Let's go 27-24. I think they barely win, final drive. They kick a field goal, but I think it's going to be very competitive game. It's going to be somewhat mid-scoring, but what I mean, like I think they both going to come to play, man. So I think it's going to be fun to watch.
Swifties though, the Swift effect. You saying they going to get it done?
Oh man, dog, I'm kind of dreading like running into all the Swifties at the Super Bowl. It's gonna be three sides. You got the 49ers, Chiefs, and the Swifties.
And the Swifties.
Yeah.
You got anything, CV?
Man, nah, man. I think that's it.
Well, T, man, thank you for joining us, man, in this special one, man. We appreciate you coming down, spending some time with us. Tell Kinsley and Kingston we said what up.
No doubt, absolutely. I got y'all.
Until next time, though, we want to encourage everybody to like and subscribe to this video. We appreciate all the love. Hit that bell notification so anytime there's new content, it comes straight to you. Until next time, peace.
Peace.